Greetings comrades, Sovietgaming here. Today we are doing, I have so many wires everywhere, we are doing the guide for the Grimoire. This is the guide for what I think is endgame. I'm over here right now, close to 1E141. And there are actually two builds that I unlocked right now, which are the oh my god, I'm spoiling it to you. I'm spoiling it! That are really good for you. One is for offline progression, for idle type of gameplay, and another one for the clicker type of gameplay. If you have the auto clicker, you will therefore benefit from the second one way more. But both of those, if you're playing naturally with your fingers, tapping the phone and everything, both of those will give you kind of the same results over the duration of 2 or 3 days. I will tell you how to go through the early game and how you can get to that area and when those builds will be available for you. But before we start, I want you guys to do one thing. Please subscribe to the channel in advance, because you know that this is a high quality content. I know it as well, I did it, and I will thank you in advance right now. I hope we have a deal here and you guys will help me to reach that 1K sub. That's really hard to develop the newer channels and only you can help me with that. So alright, the two builds. The first one, let's do the reset right now so you will actually see everything from the scratch. First of all, you buy both of those things because why the hell not? That's cheap. I think you played the game for a little bit and unlock the basic things. Yeah, let's go over the basics first. So first things first, you want to do those legacies. Over here, most of those are pretty easy to get. They will come as naturally basically to you as you go through the game. So some of those will take some time. Some multipliers over here in the nodes to get. I have E59 nodes right now, and yeah, those are pretty simple. And to get the potion recipes, for example, you gotta go for well, doesn't matter, let's pick any of those here. You want to go for this one, ascetic. That way you will get way cheaper creations, and that will allow you to get most of those. Before that, everything's pretty simple. Comprehension, same stuff. You go for aesthetics and you wait for creations. You get the magical forky that will increase the comprehension, and use this spell for triple comprehension. It's pretty straightforward. But you want to build your legacies as high as possible. That's a really powerful multiplier for your build. Here, those I haven't unlocked those yet because they either require a lot of time to get, which I'm lazy to do, or I'm not there yet, so they will be available later. Here are the secret ones. This one is tapped 10k times in one lifetime, which is not that hard. Basically, if you play actively, if you play clicker games, you will get it naturally. This one spends 72 hours in one lifetime. I really recommend you guys to get it because it's 10% idle rune gain per legacy, which is insane amount of idle gain. That's pretty cool. Artify series have 1k creations, that's pretty easy to get, it will come naturally. And this one, tap 100k times in total. For the clickers, again, that will be good, and that will help a lot for tap gain, for the clicker playthrough. Anyway, guys, if you have any additional secret legacies that you know that aren't here, let me know in the comments, because that's the only way how we can know about those. And now let's move on to the builds. So what did I do here? I made the passive build here, the build for AFK. First of all, you get the follower per hour equal to your flow. That way you will start getting the followers. Then you get the Sanctum over here. That will help you to get the bonus, because tap runes is totally useless for AFK gain. Then over here you would like to get Tyrant. This one is the best for the income so far. Maybe this one profit will be good at some times when you will be able to get more followers, or you can use clicker to get those through the followers per tap spell for the library sprites. I don't use the clicker, I only use my own fingers, and I don't want to wait that long, so I go for Tyrant all the time. When you get here, most likely you won't be able to get it early on. You buy some of that again, you go to the creations, and you go for as many artifacts as possible to get more spells. You can spend all your money on that, but that will pay up. Buy all the spell research available for extra benefits and go for the magic. So for the idle build, you want to triple comprehension. That will already buff your follower gain quite a lot. Then you want to multiply flow level by your comprehension. That will increase follower gain as well. Since we have this one Tyrant that will multiply your follower gain by the amount of spells. The more spells you have, the higher will be your follower multiplier as well. After that, it's pretty straightforward. Early on, before you unlock the later stages, you can go for well, this is useless because you will get way more followers passively anyway. There are not that many options. You have to get those things. Sometimes Thaumaturgy will be good before you will unlock this thing over there, Explore. So I used Exploit before with the Relics, and it was a good gain, but now I moved on to Explore that will multiply Comprehension. It seems to get in me the higher gain for every build. So yeah, those are the builds that you will use for the passive. You probably won't want to switch to anything else because right now, like, there is nothing that will be better. At this point, you will be able to get extra comprehension that you can use for extra multipliers here. So you will go for some idle rune gain, let's say 5. It depends on how far you are. You can split them evenly, get a little bit into the all follower gain to get the higher follower gain, but don't put way too much over here. That's like secondary stat. And go for comprehension, specifically if you are going to use the Explore thing, because as you can see, we click here and our gains skyrocket everywhere. And over here we can get, like, the more comprehension we get, the higher will be all our multipliers, so that will be really good. So you want to balance it something like 2 to 1 in the idle rune gain. So if it's 20, this one should be 10 or something like that. That seems to be getting us the main income, and don't forget to upgrade your flow from time to time as well. You don't need prophecy at this point anyway, because your income per tap is so inferior to your income per second from the flow. So when everything here is upgraded as high as possible, you just wait, because your main goal is to get as many followers as possible. At some point in the game, it's more beneficial to get Thaumaturgy instead of Read Magic. So when you got enough followers, you remove this one and you move to this one. But in order for it to be active, you want to split your points in all of those things. So you have to have even creations split. That way, Thaumaturgy can be good, but right now I just go with this one, and it seems to be getting more income. And moreover, you want to switch from comprehension and follower gain to overall income build maybe in about 24 to 48 hours after you start. So the first days are anyway for getting you the main amount of followers in order to get the most multiplier. And when you're happy with that, like, you can go here and you see that you get at least maybe 10 times more. So it's instead of 59, you will get 60 and so on. You can press retire here. It's up to you how long do you want to wait. Basically, if you feel that this number is way slow in terms of gaining, you don't get that much, you can go and retire and start again. So let's do it right now, and I'll show you the tab build. Basically, the start is the same. You buy all the stuff, that's same for everything. You go for the follower creation as well, so here you go for the followers per hour, but here instead of getting the Sanctum with this multiplier, you press on the mainer. That will increase your taproom gain. Here you go for the Tyrant, and here you go for Explore as well. So it's actually really close, but because of this change over here in the mainer, you will be able to get more tap income. And there will be a significant difference here in the creations build. So let's get some more spells for us and get our flow, which is weird because you don't really want flow, but you wanted to gain more followers, and get all that stuff available for you. Alright, so the same stuff basically here, but right now, as you can see, our tap income and flow income is same. So income per tap is the same as income per second for the flow right now, but that will change, not because of the creations, those as well, but when you will unlock those things, like this one will increase your prophecy for each relic, and that will already change your income per tap to be higher than the flow. Moreover, there is a research here that will help you to build up your tap income strength. This one, common sequences. Lifetime taps increase tap multiplier. So the more taps you do in this playthrough, in this prestige, the more will be the multiplier. Same time here. Total time increase tap rune gain. The more you play the game, the more will be your tap income. More here. Total taps increase idle rune gain. Okay, that's not for this one. And yeah, obviously 100% tap rune gain per creation. And when you start getting those, even if you go for for the AFK build for idle stuff, your tap rune will increase, and that will change everything. So let's get the right ones. We will mostly focus on the comprehension for this build again. We will get some of this. We will get some of this. And are we getting this one already? Yes, we are. So multiplier for this seems to be bigger than the exploit one. I tested it, and it seems to be getting way more income. And as you can see right now, we already have way higher, well, not way higher, but pretty much higher proficiency income per tap than flow per second. So tapping is more beneficial right now. But we are not done yet. We will increase this a little bit, and the difference will be way more significant. It's already like 3 zeros more. So as you will play, as you will click it crazily with your fingers, it will get higher and higher, and the difference will increase. Somewhere about 100k taps in, it will be significant, and that build can give you the same amount of income as the build with the AFK. Same here, you want the build up stage to get enough followers. For the build up stage, you might even want to switch from this one to multiply tap, not this one, to the followers per tap if you're using auto clicker specifically. That will increase your follower gain by quite a lot, and your income isn't that significant at this point anyway. So your goal early on is to get a lot, as many followers as possible, and then you remove this and this, and you go for all rune gain, and all rune gain by lifetime taps. There we go. And this one. Oh my god. So after you made your build up over here, or maybe before going offline or something, before leaving it on auto, you want to go for those spells. Multiply tap rune gain by your comprehension and arcane field all tap rune. So basically you will be having all the spells that are increasing your tap income. At some point, proficiency by lifetime taps will be higher income than this one. At some point that will give you higher income, but you need to tap a lot for that. So right now our income for taps is way higher right now, and as you can see we are getting crazy numbers. So you want to click it a little bit, tap it a little bit to get some income, get some upgrades here again, and then activate the auto again for additional follower gain. So that's how it works for the manual build. If you're using the auto clicker, you can go with this one way easier. If not, you have to wait until you will get automatically tap once per second for each status size, which will help you to get the auto income. Although I'm not sure, I haven't gone that far yet, so I'm not sure how that will play out. So yeah, with this build you can get the same amount of runes. I tested it, the same amount of runes as AFK build. Although clicker build, we'll call it a clicker build, is a little bit better in terms of gains per day, let's say. So after one day you can already get way more runes than from the AFK build. But AFK build doesn't require you to do this, and in order to make this build effective you gotta click it a lot. So if you use auto clicker, maybe then this one will be better for you. Now I want to talk a little bit about some specific achievements that you have to get, not legacies, legacies are pretty easy, but about the relics, expeditions and the relics. So first of all, you gotta make sure that you know what they require in order to get them. So I think the easiest one is standard relic. This is the first one you unlock. You will need a lot of followers that is being done automatically, and you need to make them in less than 1 hour lifetime. So basically what you want to do, you want to start it, you want to get the follower build. So in order to do that, you put most points in the enchantment over here to get all follower gain and get the right build here. And then make sure that you have enough resources to get 10 status size. Then you will get your first relic that will already help you quite a lot. Ley lines over here, 40 enchantments, 1k followers, 40 scrolls. It's pretty straightforward. You go for Ascat over here as ascetic, and then you put those points here. That's easy, and you can get it quite early as well, but only after this one. You won't be able to get it earlier. Pull from beyond. this was not that easy, because first of all you don't want to accidentally click 20 times, which is hard, and getting 100k comprehension isn't easy as well. You will be able to get it only at the point when you will unlock Explore and get some relics beforehand. That way your multiplier will be higher. And then over here you put everything in the magical Foki, you click everything that you can here, you try to get as high income as possible, and obviously you want to use the read magic spell to triple your comprehension, otherwise that number will be really low. As for the rest of the expeditions, I'm not sure, because this one requires 1E100 lifetime runes, which is quite a lot, without any spells. I have no idea how long it will take and how you can do that, because spells are essential for your early game income. Probably you need more legacies for that and everything. Fantastical Inquiry. 1E16 followers is not that hard, but 20 million comprehension. I can't even comprehend that amount of comprehension, guys. That's crazy. Transfusion is a really high amount of lifetime runes, which will basically be available after you will unlock this thing. So I'm really curious how it will be after those milestones. As for the legacies, those are pretty easy, as I said already. You can get them no problem. You just have to know the requirements. For those though, proficiency level of 1E12, I tried it beforehand, I didn't get to it. I was really close, but didn't manage to get that high. That's just the tab build that I discussed with you, but instead of putting points into the... where is it? But instead of putting points in the comprehension, you will put them in the proficiency level instead. And that will increase your proficiency level and some in the comprehension as well. That's the same build that we're using for the tab, with increased amount of comprehension. That will kinda add up to your proficiency. But you need higher multiplier for this one. That's the only way how I found how you can do this. If you have your better way of doing this, let me know in the comments. A lot of viewers will like that as well. And yeah, of course, don't be afraid to experiment with other builds. I tried most of them. I think I tried all of them. At this point, those two worked. Nothing else wasn't even close to them. Maybe they require better build-up phase. I don't know. They require a lot of action. There are some options that can increase your income by clicking a lot, by being active. I'm not that crazy active. I can't click it like for the whole day. So I went for the one that feels comfortable for idle playthrough or not that active clicker playthrough. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel. That's important. We need 1k subs and only you can help me with that. And yeah, press the bell button as well. Moreover, check the pinned comment and the video description for the links. We have more playlists for idle and incremental games. We have Discord where you can discuss those games. We have social media with all kind of games. I have TikTok with the games. Oh my god, that's sad. And yeah, you will find something there anyway. So I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Soviet out. До свидания.